Welcome to my kitchen. It seems we talk daily about needing to increase the omega-3s in our diet, and one of the best ways to do that is to increase our intake of healthy fish. So today, I'm going to make for you my pan-sauteed salmon with lemon and dill, and a delicious side of asparagus and lemon butter. These dishes are both beautiful and healthy eating at its best, so let's get started. Cold water salmon is rated the #1 fish for omega-3s. In fact, just 1/2 a fillet of Chinook salmon has 4,637 milligrams of beneficial omega-3s. That's just amazing. And if that's not enough, salmon is also a great source of protein, vitamins B6, B12, niacin, as well as magnesium and phosphorus. Now, when you want to buy salmon, you go to your market, make sure you ask for wild salmon, not the farm-raised. Did you know, you're just not going to believe this. The farm-raised fish are given antibiotics, vaccines, and chemical pesticides. They're also commonly given a dye in their feed to make the flesh that pretty orange color that we're all so used to. If not, since they're raised in the farm setting, the meat would be a grayish color. I was just amazed to learn that. When you buy your fish, it shouldn't have a fishy smell. If it does, ask for another cut. You can see these fillets that I'm using today are beautiful, pretty color. And I bought these from my butcher, so I know that they're the wild-grown type. Now, I have a fillet up here. Now, remember when we talk about portion sizes on the show, that a portion of your meat is about the size of a checkbook? That's the size of the fillet that we're using today. So I'm just going to go ahead and prepare this by getting my salt and my pepper. There we go. This is going to be so good. This dish, I'm telling you, it's so very easy. The secret here, though, is to get your pan hot enough to sear the fish so it doesn't stick. Remember what we always say, hot pan, cold oil, no stick. Well, I can tell just by putting my hand up like this that it's pretty hot. Just be careful when you do that at home because you don't want to burn your hand. So we're going to add some olive oil. Make sure that it comes out good. There we go. I get this in here as fast as I can and give it a quick shake. There we go. And that is just going to be so delicious. We're going to let that cook for a couple minutes. While that's going, let's make our asparagus, shall we? You know, asparagus is one of those delicacies we forget to include in our diet. It's actually a 5-star food ranking right up with the best of the best. It's actually very high in protein, niacin, the B vitamins, as well as antioxidants A, C, E, and K. Just a sec here. I think we need to turn this down a little bit. There we go. That's good. Now, the asparagus, this is how you make this dish. This is great. You blanch it in a deep-sided skillet or saute pan for, 3 to 5 minutes in about 1 inch or so of water, just enough that would have covered the asparagus. Then you drain it. After you drain it, you return it to the pan. Now, let's check this out. You just have this back on medium heat. I've got this on medium right here. This is just so easy. We're going to add a couple tablespoons of butter, which I have right here. Take that and get right in our pan. And you're going to see that it's nice and warmed up. We're just going to let that melt. And then, this is the fun part. We're going to add a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. So how we do this is I always like fresh lemon juice. Nothing makes things taste good like fresh. So I've got my lemon cut in half, and I love this new invention. It's a little bit messy sometimes because it can squirt you in the eye, but that's okay. So we're going to take that and just squirt that right into our pan. There we go. Just stir that up. Turn down that heat. And now we're going to add our asparagus that I have blanched already. This is just beautiful, isn't it? So pretty. Then you just kind of want to stir those up, blend them to coat really well. See how they glisten with the butter and the lemon? The two flavors are sort of like opposite in their pH, and they just work together, and the acid of the lemon just gives it that wonderful, wonderful flavor. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, we'll let that cook for a moment. Now let's check on our salmon. Oh, this just looks wonderful, doesn't it? Now we're just going to turn it. Beautiful. Now I'm going to add a couple ice cubes. This is a little trick that a friend of mine who's a chef taught me. And we're going to turn that down. Okay, now we're just going to let that steam. Those ice cubes are going to melt. They're going to bring up the steam, and it's going to finish just perfect, you'll see. Now, while that salmon is cooking, let's go ahead and salt and pepper our asparagus. Just a little bit, and I just love the freshly ground sea salt and freshly ground coarse pepper. Just gives it such a good flavor. One more little stir. Smells so good, and it's just beautiful. Okay, looks good. Now to serve this dish, this is going to be so great. We're simply going to take our salmon fillet. Oh, and I told you it turned out perfect. Isn't that just beautiful? Awesome. We're just going to take this salmon like this, put it on our plate. Then we're going to add some asparagus. How beautiful. A nice healthy serving with all those wonderful antioxidants. Just wonderful. Now that is just beautiful for garnish. I like to serve it with fresh lemon and dill. How pretty is that? Take some fresh dill. I love having a window garden with these kinds of herbs, and you can just snip it and put on the plate. Have a couple up here, a couple pieces on the fish itself. Just gives it a wonderful flavor. There we go. Just like that. This makes a fantastic and healthy dinner. Great for an everyday meal, but nice enough for a special occasion as well. And I've got to tell you, ladies, a recent Harvard study revealed if you'll eat like this just once a month, you can reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease by 20%. And if you eat like this once a week, you can reduce your risk by 50%. That's just incredible. In addition to the amazing cardiovascular benefits, the omegas are powerful in total body health, like reducing inflammation, helping to improve insulin response in the diabetic, and increasing brain function and mental clarity. Well, I hope you enjoy your salmon and increasing your omega-3s. For a copy of today's recipe, log on to my website, print off and enjoy. And please stay tuned, because we're going to be right back for more of your help.